Donald Trump lost 2 debates to me in 2020. And since then, he hadn't shown up for debate. Now he's acting like he wants to debate me again. Well, make my day, pal. I'll even do it twice.
4 more years. Pause. 4 more years. Pause.
Okay, folks, so there you go. There's some tough talk, right? Yeah, references to Dirty Harry or Death Wish or trying to be Clint Eastwood or Charles Bronson. This doesn't work with Joe Biden. He knows this because he's weak. He's a weak character. He's been weak, I think, since he was a youth. And that's why he always tells stories about taking it outside with Corn Pop and wanting to take on Donald Trump behind the woodshed and whoop him. This dog-faced pony soldier, as he says so eloquently. So let's take a look at this, though, because with this video, which has so many jump cuts, it could give you seizures, because they have to edit it to death, because they had to do like 100 takes to make this 15-second video with Biden. But the contradictions know no bounds with the Biden administration, because we actually saw a list of demands for the debate, and they will make you go, oh, so he really doesn't want to debate. He's such a coward. And so with all the tough talk coming from a pathological liar like Joe Biden, we see here that Vince Coglianese, I guess is how you say his name, says the actual Biden debate news today. Biden is refusing to debate Trump in front of an audience of voters, okay? Remember, these are the demands. So with all the tough talk, it's almost like if I could hide in a closet during the debate and have no one watch, I'll do it. Sounds tough. So his campaign is demanding big guardrails for Biden during this debate, including no audience, no RFK Jr., no Trump remarks during Biden's answers. Only Biden-friendly outlets and anchors can moderate, from CBS, ABC, CNN, or Telemundo. See, the Democrats have never won on a level playing field. They've never been able to win fairly, ever. Okay, this is how they work. This is why this is their biggest MO. If you can think, what's a hallmark of the Democrats? Cheating. That's the hallmark. So they can never do anything on a level playing field. Everything they do is cheating. And so, of course, they're going to ask this. So I continue. Also, there's no way this is the actual rationale for Biden abandoning the commission on presidential debates, COVID screening, and mask enforcement. Among other grievances with the commission, Biden aides are still furious that Mr. Trump debated Mr. Biden in 2020 and appeared visibly under the weather, announcing soon after the debate that he had tested positive for the coronavirus. Oh, that's the new excuse. I see. Climate change, and I'm surprised they didn't say climate change. I've got a case of climate change I can't debate today. The Biden team was also livid that members of the Trump family took their masks off when they arrived in the audience for the debate. So why? Okay, so he continues. There's also a chance that Mr. Kennedy reaches the 15% national polling threshold to qualify for the commission's debates. The Biden campaign views Mr. Kennedy as a spoiler candidate, and people close to the president worry that with the Kennedy name, he could attract support from voters who might otherwise support Mr. Biden. And they're right. This is one thing the Democrats are right on, is he is. He is rightfully so, too. So Paul Zapula says, Biden is the weakest president in U.S. history. These guardrails just prove it. And I agree. By this point now, I think Biden is, I would say he is the worst president in U.S. history. Yes. Now, Obama is second, but Obama kind of started all this. But as far as optics, for sure, and just he is truly the weakest, and that's why he was chosen and installed. See, it's not that I think there's particularly a lot of people that like him, but he was chosen and installed by the powers that be to act as a puppet, okay? Because why? Because he was one of the most compromised politicians in the history of the United States already. He has no values. He is a weak character drawn to a position where weakness is lauded. You get promoted based on weakness and lack of principles. So Grateful Calvin says, how many breaks are they demanding so Jill can inject him with his meds? Probably another break so he can get amphetamines. Please show your work. Okay, well, let's keep going. Let's see. What they are not telling you, provide the questions in advance to the Biden team. Questions need to be approved by the Biden team. Needs to be taped during the day before sundown. Provide earpiece for Biden connected to his team. No fact-checking Biden's replies. This is, in other words, another way to say Biden's mind can't continue a cogent thought without any interruption and requires the friendly help of who is asking the question without saying it. As I predicted, Biden can't win in a fair fight. Probably will demand not only the questions in advance, but the answers as well. And I remember when Boris Yeltsin was the first president of Russia, I think. When he came in, Boris Yeltsin was very, I thought he was a pretty good guy for a while. And he, was introduction of like democratic principles, and the Soviet Union had fallen, stuff like that. But I remember that after a few years, he actually lost his mind. He just got dementia, or I think he was drunk most of the time is what. So they basically hid Yeltsin for the last year or two or something like that of his reign of power. They just hid him. And this kind of reminds me of that. I don't think Joe Biden's drunk. I think he's just got dementia. There's nothing in there. So I digress. Jazz Blink says, as I predicted, Biden can't win in a fair fight. Probably will demand not only the questions in advance, but the answers as well. Biden will need an IV drip of amphetamines to debate for an hour, so these requirements make sense from his perspective. David Steinberg says, yep, with Joe Biden, the story is never the story. This is a PR op with pre-planned narratives and contingencies. When you say guardrails, I assume you literally mean physical guardrails. That's true too. So let's continue here. Let me go down. Okay, so this is basically the wrap up from Twitchy. Biden's team knows damn well that Trump will eat Biden alive. To be fair, anyone with a working mind would eat Biden alive, but Trump will chew him up and spit him out. Pretty sure Trump's team will not agree to these demands. No audience, gagging Trump during answers. So doubtful we see any debates. I wonder if those 81 million morons who voted for this sack of stupid are paying attention yet. Yeah, the 81 million mysterious voters. The people in the cemeteries, right? So anyway, I thought you might enjoy that. But yeah, those are his demands. Is it any surprise? Not really. With this fake regime and riddled with DEI phonies, just a mass of inauthentic actors. Yeah, this is, of course, what you're going to get as a list of demands. Anyway, so thanks for watching, folks. Please put a like on the video if you liked it, and please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will talk to you later. Bye.